Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Admind webinar. I see that so many people are here. Let's wait a moment for the next people, and please also let us know if you can hear us. I hope so. Okay, yes. I see.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I see that people are texting and joining. Thank you. So let's start.
From Banda Camp. Hi to Banda Camp.
My name is Andrzej Legacek, and together with Alia Babkina, presentation design lead at Admind, we are the host of today's meeting. And for the first time, we have two guests, Andriy Pavlov and Dania Nestorevich. Hi, guys. Yes. Thanks for being with us today.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Let's begin presentation, or shall we wait a few minutes to everyone to join?
Let's wait a little bit. I introduce you and then you start.
Okay, thank you.
So
okay, sorry. Sorry.
Okay. So this is our 20-second webinar so far. We always invite great designers, brand experts, and other people related to design. We love branding, and we love to learn from the most inspiring people on our webinars. But when we don't attend webinars, we just do many different stuff related to branding and design, such as branding strategy, identity, wayfinding, 3D, and presentation design. One of our team, this one coordinated by AIA, is located in Odessa. So we understand how difficult it is to work in Ukraine right now. And Banda Agency, has been doing something completely different for the last couple of months. And today we would like to hear how they are doing and how they used to work, design, and create before the Russian war started. Before we started, if you have any question to our guests, just write them in the Q&A chat box. We have two chat boxes, just normal one and Q&A. So please, this Q&A. Alia will be conducting Q&A session just after the presentation. Well, that's it. That's for me. That's all, and we can start. Guys.
Okay. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Such an honor. I feel a bit nervous now. Okay. My name is Andriy. This is Dania. We are working in Banda Agency, and we will tell a little bit how we used to work before war and how we are dealing with this now. Yeah, coping with all this shit around us and manage to continue our work, living, and playing tennis in office. Sure. Okay, let's start. Oh, no. That's fine. No. Share sound? Yeah, share sound. Yeah. We have a lot of videos, so so let's begin. Yeah, we can remove. As we told you, Andrew and Dania, we are working at Banda Agency. I think is the biggest or the most effective agency in Ukraine and in the world. We have a lot of people, as you can see here. We draw every person as a kind of sticker to represent the whole family and the whole team of Banda. And we have the most important value in our team and in each of us is sincerity. I am not sure that I'm telling this right in English, but in Ukrainian, this is щирість, or in Russian, искренность. That means that we don't not just lie to each other, but don't keep something we afraid to say inside. If we are not okay to go to work today, we can just say that I have a bad mood and not lying that I'm going to my grandmother to somewhere and to skip the day. So this is the most important thing for all of us, and important that sincerity not
not only internal value, it's also external. So we are talking to our clients also with all the sincerity. And if we are forced to say like, go f yourself, we will say it because it's sincere. Yeah, and as for clients, how you can see, we have a bit of international experience, but most of our clients before war was Ukrainian, so it was a little bit hurtful in economical sense. But we are trying as hard as possible to get back on feet, and thanks to our international clients, we are succeeding in it.
Yeah, and people around the world.
Yeah, we also have, we don't know how many awards, because Dana says it's over 100 and I'm lazy to check it. So we're showing you the four most valuable for us, but I guess we have a lot of Fs, red dots, and something like this.
Yeah, and here you can see how happy we were when we won Red Dot Agency of the Year. It was a surprise for the whole team, so just a few people know this. And when you came to Berlin to this award and you hear that Ukrainian company became the Agency of the Year, is like really inspiring and showing how much work we've done. And we also not only working, but having fun and living our best lives. Here you can see some photos from Tabor, which was a message in the chat. Someone from there. It's like a camp for creatives, which took place like last summer, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And here are some photos from our trips to Turkish and to like strategic session when we come together, do some work, planning our future, and also having a lot of fun.
To understand the level of fun, I have stamp in my passport that are forbidding me to visit Turkey again. Because we spent there for 5 days and it was so awesome, but never again. Yeah, except for awesome parties, we also do a number of services, as you can see, all the research, brand strategy, identity design, digital, and production, because we are trying to reach like every aspect of the brand that we can. Oh, the participants can now see your screen. Did you see our screen before this?
Let us know somehow.
Yeah, I guess yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and
yeah, Andrzej, say that you see our screen because there was a notification that we are just connected.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
see.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and we are constantly trying to do something new. And for example, last year we launched summer camp for creatives. It's like a Boy Scout camp, but with a lot of education, briefs, challenges, and of course, infinite fun and nice party at which we played the most awful DJ set ever together with Dania. It consists of like the cheapest, wildest guilty pleasure tracks only, not a single normal one. Yeah, but it was all before the war. And also before the war, we would like to take a tour to like the most significant projects that we had that define our agency and led us to all those red dots, FE, and everything. And the first project is Eurovision.
Yeah, it's as you know, Ukraine won a Eurovision contest like a few weeks ago, and it was not for the first time. In 2016, Jamala won this competition, and the event of 2017 was in Ukraine. And here you can see like the main visual of this event. We want to combine traditional Ukrainian culture and somehow represent it through our identity, because we have a lot of I don't know, in historical sense, visuals link which we can use, but usually Ukrainian design looks like, I don't know, some yellow flowers and blue background. So we wanted to change it and create something that is linked to our tradition, but yet stay vibrant, modern, and represent the Ukraine as we know it now. And here you can see that the main slogan of this event was celebrate diversity. It represents through design that every piece of this necklace is different, but in communication, we use it together, we mixed it the same way we mix our culture, we, I don't know, somehow connects with other countries. And this was a thing, so we can see how it works. We can mix it in like in the necklace, or we can, I don't know, somehow randomly place this around all materials. And it's interesting how it works in a physical world when you can, we use this, I don't know, thing for not parking your car there to place our design. And here you can see how it works. We'll show some pictures and tell some stories, and in the end we'll show a case study so you can like feel the whole project. So here's the video. We will yeah, we won Cannes Lions design with this project, and it's like the first award in this this category for Ukraine. So it's like a big deal for us. And next big project which came, it's branding for the whole country. We had like a gift from British government. They give us some, I don't know, some money and some resources to create a brand strategy for Ukraine. But when time came to design, they asked us how we can implement this brand strategy in the way we see Ukraine and the way we feel Ukraine. And we came up with this bold and I don't know, modern representation, which highlights the word now like it's the most important, because it's like highlighted with a marker. Because the most interesting thing happening in Ukraine right now, because we, after the revolution, we like building our country from scratch, and we are like Ukrainian independence. It's only 30 years old, so we are like in the middle of creating what is called our nation. So we wanted to highlight this word like it's the most important. And we also have this small notification. It's like when you have something new on your phone or some message or some news, you see it. And in the same way, we use it in our logo, and can replace some pictograms to represent which of field we're talking about, like about traveling or agriculture, I don't know. And this is how it looked like. So people can take it everywhere with them, just with a small sticker or with the bag or with whatever. The way this identity is so simple and flexible, then you can use it almost on any media, you can create a big, amazing buzz.
Actually, it was a real nice national response to this identity. So for the years, it was living the life of itself. So people start to create like spin-off brands using all this geometry, all these fonts, all this structure, like something. Now we have a bike brand rental. Bike now we have a lot of everything now, and it's turned to kind of a meme actually. Yeah. And for us, it's like the greatest award to
when people can use it.
Yeah, and a lot of people start to using it all across the country, and we are proud of this.
Yeah, we designed a custom typeface, which named after Ukrainian constructivist Vasily Yermilov, and all the communication in this project was to inspire to invest in Ukraine, to travel to Ukraine, because we have a lot of things which is happening right now, as we say it in this project, and
war.
Yeah, we'll show later how this identity changed after the war. But at that time, we were talking about IT, we were talking about agriculture, we were talking about, creative field. And here is the video which can show the whole project together.
Why does Ukraine need branding so badly? A global study showed that top associations with Ukraine today are corruption, revolution, and military conflict.
They're aggressive.
Ukraine is in a mess. People are confused and tangled.
About corruption and bribes.
You just think of revolution, which isn't great, right?
New Ukraine needed a new voice. But what can we tell the world to change the perception of the country and yet stay true to ourselves? We were given freedom to create something bold, to show another Ukraine. Young, optimistic, vibrant. Ukraine that lives right now. Now became our key message. It's a powerful word representing the spirit of modern Ukrainians. They do not wait. They build, launch, and develop the next big things right now. We created a flexible identity. It's dynamic. Whenever we speak, it adapts to the context. The style is so recognizable that it works in any variation. We constructed a custom typeface inspired by the works of Ukrainian constructivist Vasyl Ermolov. To make the new brand significant and really noticed, we needed participation of every Ukrainian to whom it really matters. So that's why we provided online tools to promote Ukraine and personalize branding. It gained massive support. People created their personal messages, told about their businesses and hobbies, and the brand immediately became the point of national discussion.
Єдиний масштабний бренд країни.
Був запропонований бренд, власне, звучить.
So the branding in a perfect way actually demonstrates Ukraine as a nation which overcame difficulties in a very positive, strong spirit. And what happened in the last 2 years is incredible. It's like the birth of a nation.
It was a nice saying in the end, the birth of nation, because it's really what's happening in Ukraine now. And the next of our before war project is a branding for Chernobyl exclusion zone. It all started with our HR edict, which took us to this trip to the exclusion zone, to like how to say, to team building. And we went there for like a day. Here you can see how we like on the way to the zone. And when we were walking there, we were realizing how strong and powerful this place is, how many sides of the story you can tell. You can tell about nature, you can tell about, I don't know, some danger which is still there. you can tell about past Soviet society, which like placed on pause there, and still you can feel the spirit of our architecture or the way Soviet structure were built. And we were walking and like always talking, damn, this place is so interesting, let's create a branding for this. And we were like, okay, yeah, let's create, that sounds fun, let's try to do this. And it was like just talking. We were few creatives on the team building trip. And a month after, our director Dima already signed a contract with the governments to create a big project, started with strategy, how we can use the potential of this zone, how we can invite tourists and something like this. And we were like, okay, it's happening. So we had few options how we can represent the zone, but we end up with this idea when we took the shape of the reactor 4, the place where the whole tragedy started and the whole new history of Chernobyl were born, and created this vanishing logo, which represents the year when it all started and gradually fades a year after year, because, you know, these buildings are not are not going to be there in like 10 years, maybe 15 years. The danger of Chernobyl is also disappearing. So we created this vanishing logo, which every year fades out. Yeah, and we use this system of logos to represent how time works in a zone and how it showing you that this place is constantly changing. And we also had a problem that in Chernobyl, you don't have like a normal souvenir shop. You only have this kind of place where you can buy Chernobyl condoms or air from Chernobyl. And it was not really
Buy some radiation.
Yeah, it's not really respectful for this place and for the tragedy. So we wanted to change it. And every item we create is somehow a collectioner item, which you can, I don't know, buy every year, and you can change with your merch or t-shirt how this place is changing. And we wanted to be more respectful, I think it's a good word. So we created this kind of connected to the theme items, which people can buy for themselves or can give as a present, or we can create some kind of coin for the collectioners and this kind of stuff. So we always can play with this time and always can be like back to the Soviet past or to the, I don't know, brightful future. And even such small things as a Facebook avatar can be something interesting because it's changing every year. So here's how communication can work. We also use photos to represent the pass of time. And here you can like combine two images and see how the place changes over the years. And we also design a series of books which tells the story of Chernobyl from, as I remember, 8 different points of view. So we have 8 authors all around the world, from Ukraine, from Belarus, from I don't know, USA, as I remember, and every author tell the story they want to know us about Chernobyl. So it's really interesting to see different sites. And here's the video.
If you live on planet Earth, you've probably heard about Chernobyl. But what you might not know is that it is disappearing. With the relentless march of time, Chernobyl is being swallowed and taken back by nature. Along with this, so are your chances to see Chernobyl. To drive attention back to this vanishing city, we decided to give it a vanishing logo. Every year, the logo changes and gradually disappears, until one day it fades away for good, just like the danger presented in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. The logo is based on the shape of Reactor 4, the place where the tragedy began. The vanishing logo creates a whole visual system around itself. Its fluidity makes any item not just a souvenir, but a collector's item from a particular year. Time itself stands as the main visual character. The logo of Chernobyl is a countdown to an important date. It will disappear in 2064 when the Chernobyl power plant is to be completely decommissioned. This will mark the beginning of a new cycle of Chernobyl's history. As such, it will require new visual solutions. Today, Chernobyl is in the spotlight again, with lots of people discussing, remembering, and planning to visit. On the 26th of April, 1986, Chernobyl changed the world. And now, this place is changing along with it.
Yeah, but as you can see from this project, we have this mission to do not only a commercial project, but a social project with social impact to help not only develop Ukrainian businesses, but also develop Ukrainian governments and Ukrainian places, which is interesting for the Western world and for Ukraine itself.
Yeah, and alongside the branding and commercials, in a past time, Banda began switching focus to a digital, because we believe that all the marketing and all our interaction with the customer, user, or people are going through the vertical world of the smartphone. So we began to developing a digital department in our agency, and our job is to help great brands find their way in this vertical world of smartphone. And one of our the most valuable missions is to remove this gap between brand and the product itself. So we are trying to create digital identities that are suited to use right in your product, right in your interface, and not only on some billboards or stuff. And we're treating every screen like it's a poster, but we like to test designs on real users and iterate everything that we are trying to implement in these products. And basically, right before the war, I had presentation of one of our digital projects, and it was going so fine. I was so happy. It's actually, this project is a HR/brand website for a Ukrainian IT company. And this project presentation was on 23rd of February. So the very next day.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry if we scared you by the sound, but this is how our day started. Some people heard blows, some people heard this sound of siren, how to say,
air raid,
yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is when the whole thing which we were doing before ended, and we have to start something new because situation completely changed. And the day before war, we were in an agency talking together, and everybody there will be no war. Yeah, there will be no war. What's a nonsense in 2024? War in Europe? It's impossible. It's
how it's possible to one country bombing your neighborhood country with bombs and rockets in 2022? It's nah.
Yeah, but end up as we know it. So first few days we took just to find a safe place. And
the amazing thing that literally the next day after the war started, we start to create these small chats and self-organizing into small groups and start to participate in our own war, in information war. And in the first few weeks of the war, we launched more than 50 social media campaigns, not only social media, but also digital advertising. And we collaborated with a lot of media buyers, media agencies. And it's amazing how everyone is united quickly without supervising. And media agencies instantly provide us a lot of places to showcase our work, and they were in constant touch with us to give us information on which creatives are working, which are not, and we was we were iterating it real time with the hand on the pulse of the everything that is going on, and it led to like a lot of content. But the most unforgettable was the videos that we made in the first days of war. It was about Ukraine now, but now.
Yeah, the brand like came up with a new meaning and in a whole new content, because people were creating, I don't know, some charity foundation with this design, some informational posters, some, I don't know, just social media banners to represent what is happening in Ukraine. And here is the video which our team created in first days.
Ukraine is now. And now is special. It's a turning point. There can be another now. You can hear it. You can see it. You can feel it. Now. Now. And now. Another win. Another doing.
Значить так, я тут.
Another little step further. Now is not about words. It's about actions. About people who are ready to take actions. Ukraine now is all of us.
Yeah, and first few days were like, I don't know, completely random, because we were creating communication for all around the world. We were trying to make the war in Ukraine the most loud war in the world, even how strange it sounds, but that's what we were trying to do. We were talking to people from Western countries, even try to create some campaigns for Russians to, I don't know, go to meetings and to change something, but it ended up with nothing. And we had to balance the whole mood between this kind of video and also create something fun to make people feel better and to, I don't know, somehow forget about stress at least for a few minutes, and we can sing it together now. So there's a karaoke video for
Hey, people all over the world, let's sing this song to Russia. Russian worship, you should go and fuck yourself. Russian army, you should go and fuck yourself. People hate you and resent you. We don't want you, we don't wait you. Russian country, you should go and fuck yourself. Russian leader, you should go and fuck yourself. With your country and your gas, go fuck yourself. Russian tourists, Russian teams, it's exactly how it seems. Russian country, you should go and fuck yourself. Russian news, should go and fuck yourself. Russian companies, please go and fuck yourself. Russian athletes, Russian doll, world hates you most of all. Russian everything should go and fuck itself. So, Russia, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, in first days, we were like balancing between constant working and trying to create some new campaigns, some new banners, some new videos, and this like your internal, I don't know, stress, panic attack, and something like this. So we were like,
was a coping mechanism for dealing with all this stress and fear and anger and everything. The time we were working and contacting about the work, it was the only time of the day you felt like a normal person, like you are not in hell, you are not in the war that started like this, not like this, but for us it was like this. And interesting thing about all these videos that we made during the war period, especially the first time of the war, is that everything is based on the real content only, because we were not able to shoot anything, we were not able to create anything, so we just was like founding something and to accelerating it with some creative, maybe something. And based on this, we created both those projects and everything. Next about the bravery.
Next there's another 2 examples of this. First, I know two weeks of work. As you know, Ukraine were asking to close the sky over Ukraine. Sorry for the double words. And it was like the main message first few weeks, and we created this lullaby, which is, you know, most of the contents at that time were like showing you, I don't know how to say this really stressful and scaring videos, and we wanted to make something different and to create a song which deeply can how to say, talk to your emotions and not touch you to your emotions and not your I don't know,
rational
thinking.
Mind,
So
if you don't glow the sky, I will die. If you don't glow the sky, Mom will cry. If you don't glow the sky, he'll lose home. If you don't glow the sky, they'll be doomed. If you don't glow the sky will still fight. If you don't glow the sky, we'll fill the night. If you don't glow the sky, he might win. Now look in his eyes and sink again.
And we were told that even for, I don't know, the most cold and rational thinking politics, when they were watching this video, they started to cry. So somehow it worked, but we still don't have close sky. Another important part of our work was to show the world that we feel their support, because Ukraine is not alone in this war. We have support from all around the world, and here is the video which we created to say thank you for everybody.
When our closest neighbors thank us, we tell our other neighbors thank you. Mela Ashton for donations, Berlin for your demonstrations, Elon, thank you for connection, Switzerland for necessary sanctions, Polish moms, we thank you for the strollers, IMF for every given dollar. Thanks to all who joined our army. Boris, your Ukrainian is charming. Demna, thank you for the show. Sting, for us you're not an alien, you know? Cumberbatch, you made our day. Israeli doctors, what can we say? Airbnb and Wiz, thanks for tickets and the keys. Nihon, arigatou gozaimashita. John Rowling, you're a real magic star. Anonymous, Royal Family, Burger King, Madonna, David Lynch and Stephen King, LVMH, Chanel, Balmain, Jacquemus, Belize, New Zealand, Sweden and Peru. We never knew we had so many neighbors. We thank you all, our close and distant neighbors.
Yeah. Thank you all for listening to this lecture also.
A little bit of tears in my eyes. So touching. Yeah, and all this chaos in the first few weeks of war led us to think that, okay, we are managing now to create more than 50 campaigns, but it was like campaigns that strike in different directions. Here, small here. And Pasha, one of our founders, thought that, okay, we need one idea to unite everyone in the nation and unite all the world about this idea of Ukrainian bravery, because for now it's our the most important export. Yeah, some countries they have fuel or gas, but we don't have fuel or gas. We have sunflower oil, I guess, but not this year. And bravery, lots of bravery. And we started to push this idea to our Ministry of Digital Transformation, and they talked to us like, great, let's create it, and let's let's show it all around the world and all around Ukraine. And Bravery, it's a design for this campaign. It was like these messages about Ukrainians, be brave like Ukraine, and examples of Ukrainian bravery. And we created not also on the like boards and city lights and everything, but also short videos.
Bravery doesn't have a color.
And
It has two colors. Bravery has superhuman powers and a human heart. Bravery is stronger than weapons. Always.
Two great things about this campaign. First of all, it was based on real bravery examples of Ukrainian people that was not afraid to stand out the tanks with bare hands to rescue dogs from the shelter, like 20 dogs with disabilities from the shelter for dogs with disabilities. It's like, wow. And it was the most expensive Ukrainian campaign ever in terms of budget to awareness budget, but it was also done for free because like 0 cents were spent on advertising. And yet we get this campaign shown in 19 countries, 140 cities, and 10,000 of screens, outdoor, indoor transport. So you can see all these amazing results in just a few weeks with all this support from all international partners. So it was amazing. Also, we get free screens all around the world in the places like Times Square. And we get a lot of headlines about Ukrainian bravery in worldwide media. And based on all of this, we created this portal dedicated to Ukrainian bravery to share our main idea and to give people an instrument to participate in this movement and to maybe download, print, and share some materials, maybe to put it in your town, in your coffee shop, I don't know, in every place you want to put it. And we got a lot of engagement for this site. I guess 149,000 of your page views. Page views 159,000. 70,000 of unique visitors and 8,000 materials downloads. So 8,000 people participated in this and tried to put Ukrainian bravery in their lives. And this idea led to another idea.
Yeah, when we in our team understood how important to tell about one message, not telling everything at the same time, we understood that we want to help creative people from Ukraine to unite and to be more effective to help Ukraine. For example, now the most important thing for Ukraine is to heavy weapons. So the whole resource of creative minds will be used to spread this message. And we created this, it's called creative siege or kreatywna siege. It's there was a
siege is like a unit in Ukrainian.
Yeah, it's a unit of Kozaki, which were like 500 years ago, and it called Zaporizhska siege, and here's creative siege. So you got the idea. And the goal is to unite 10,000 creative people to create content, to make this content visible, to make this content appears on demonstration and meetings all around the world, so the people not forget what is happening here and what is the most important thing right now. So the logo represents this idea of like beating in the same point. And we also have some fun illustrations which represent every part of this creative siege. And for today, we have 12,000 subscribers in our Telegram team, and always trying to produce some content and to spread it all around the world. So if you want to join, you can do it too, and help Ukraine in a creative field. And here is a small animation with a lot of content which were created for this project. And
the last thing that we want to share with you is our current reel that we made I guess in the last months. A reel dedicated to showcase us mostly as international agency, not as a local Ukrainian agency, because Ukrainian creative market is almost dead,
unfortunately.
But we are not willing to die with it, and we are looking for international partnerships and clients. We are not looking for donations, and we are looking for work. And
hey, we're Banda, an independent creative agency from Kiev, Ukraine. We believe that creativity has the power to move the economy and society forward. So we deal with brands people want to talk about, and usually human brands. Our notion of celebrating diversity reflected the core principle of the Eurovision brand during the contest in Kiev. Ukraine's new branding had to portray Ukraine as an open and modern country where interesting things are happening right now. We decided to create the Chernobyl exclusion zone's branding to draw attention to the disappearing places of memory, and created a vanishing logo that disappears in 2064. We discovered that Privatbank does more than anyone in Ukraine, but does not talk about it, and relaunched the brand of the largest national bank. In social media, we're trying to fight with corporate fake communities, where people pretend to be involved and brands pretend to care, and already gathered the true fans on the Ukrainian Netflix official pages. We help great brands be prepared for today and tomorrow. We're not looking for donations or charity, but we're looking for projects. We made sure that our team is safe and settled, and we are ready to start working. Our goal is to save the team of 80 creative professionals and help the Ukrainian economy by paying taxes, salaries, and volunteering. We are great in commercials, design, and content. We do brand strategies and brand books from scratch. Our UX, UI, and digital department takes care of the websites and application development. Our approach to creativity brings results across the board. We're still the most effective independent agency in the world. Also, we won the title of Creative and Design Agency of the Year in Europe. We look forward to starting something great with you.
Later. Nice. Yeah, so the next slide is, I guess, support Ukraine.
Yeah, you can, I don't know, scan this QR if it's okay for you, and find lots of information how you can help Ukraine, because of course we need some creative help. We also need donations for any field which you can choose from and make your impact, I don't know, in this. And that's all.
The time for Q&A. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you. And
Yes, thank you guys. I mean, this was an amazing presentation, and I think a huge round of applause to you for the great presentation and for the amazing work that you are doing for Ukraine, for Ukrainian people. We have a few questions already in the chat, so we can start with the first one. So apart from the projects you have shown, do you have time and resources for typical customer service and projects? If yes, how it has changed? And I think the listener would just like to add that that he or she loved your energy, guys, and I keep my fingers crossed for all Ukrainian people. It was a great pleasure to listen to you.
Thank you.
Thank you
for the question. Yeah, and answering to this, yes. So we have a lot of projects going on right now, and every day its number is getting bigger and bigger, and we are like paralleling this type of works. We are doing 50% of social work and 50% of commercial, because we need to pay salaries, to pay rent and everything like this. As for the processes, it's very similar to COVID time because everyone is remote, but in COVID there was no air raid and no rockets and no such kind of thing. So now we always preparing to skip something or to delay something for it. Everyone is like, okay, I need to understand that war is going on, so I cannot be expecting that everything will be like timed a minute into a minute and everything like this. But as a matter of fact, for now, we even in our office, there is no, it's not like crowded here. It's a few of us, but but tennis table is still here, and Zoom meetings are also here.
Yeah, we were talking about that in the end of Q&A. We can take you office tour. Yeah, show what we have here.
Great, it would be amazing. Yeah, let's do it at the end. So I hope the question was answered, and we can move to another one here. You already talked about outreach to Russian people. Of course, priority should be your own people and allies, but I was wondering what you have learned from this outreach. Did it reach anyone? Was there any backlash?
I'm not quite understand the word backlash.
Yeah,
what is backlash? It's like backfire.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think some kind of clash, like some kind of how do you say that?
Okay,
good question. Like supportive.
Yeah, we tested a lot of messages to outreach Russian people, and saw that they did not react at all the like pity messages. So if you are showing like dead Ukrainian children, the reaction was like woo, the Russian go. So they didn't care at all, and the only things that they care is their safety and their financial food stability and stuff like this. So the most engaging materials that we got was about not how bad is in Ukraine right now, but how bad it's gonna be in Russia soon because of all the sanctions, war, and the politics. Nothing about Ukraine was working.
I'll tell you even more. In first days, I was creating like this kind of banners with the sign, "Mama, call me, I'm in Ukraine," to like, how to say, invite this dialogue between mamas and soldiers in Russia, and they didn't care. You have a lot of records on YouTube or I don't know, whatever, where you can hear mom's talks to his son, and she's saying like, oh, okay, I don't care, or give me something from Ukraine, steal something from me. So I don't know, maybe after few weeks we just stopped any communication to Russia, because there are some people who are understand us and to whom we can talk, but they are like, I don't know, 2%, maybe less, and they unfortunately cannot change everything there.
Thank you. And just to add, yeah, there are many channels that are blocked by the Russian government, and there's just no way to communicate the actual truth and some facts. Well, and then the question is disbelief. So I think that
I'm sorry, I wanted to add that in first days, one of our founder and his friend, who is a businessman from Kiev, launched a website called Father Belief. Like is a website where you can find instruction how to talk to your Russian relatives, which are, I don't know, filled with Russian propaganda and don't believe in any of what you're saying. And there was like a script for you how to talk, how to break myths which they were hearing from TV and all this.
It's a case based on the stories that father of this businessman was not believing his son that there is a war in Ukraine. He was talking like, no.
Yeah, it's just a military operation. They don't bomb civilians. Like
it's his father. Like his father. Oh yeah, and
This
I
is-
saw that backlash is a negative response, and yeah, we got negative response from Russia a lot.
Always.
We got a lot of aggression in
Aggression
the
comments.
on those side in response to our messages, but it was okay because our messages was not really like good either.
Yeah, we did everything. We
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
to speak in a normal way. We also create, I don't know, you can call it some kind of
try to interrogate them,
some kind of Ukrainian
to
propaganda.
bully. We create like counter propaganda for a test.
Yeah,
and,
that's a
we
word.
try every way that is possible, and in the end we all understood that the only way possible to end this war is military way.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, because all these banners are just banners, not tanks. Yeah,
well,
but
I would actually like to ask one more question. I mean, you have amazing energy. Where do you get your how do you cope with anger? How do you cope with stress?
I don't know. I think maybe today it was not so visible, but I am tired as fuck because, 3 months of doing work nonstop, volunteering work, just regular projects, and you're always in this feeling of stress. You hear this age rate, I even don't know how to pronounce it. So it's really hard, and I'm constantly trying to find something that will help me to feel okay, to, I don't know, just walk by Kiev, just listen to some music, going to some trainings. It's like, I think all people in Ukraine now, like, always в напряжении.
Intense.
Yeah, always intense. You're like always doing this, and it's.
Yeah, I was in the same exact situation a few weeks ago, and one day I just decided to travel to the mountains by myself, and I climbed the top of the mountain and spent all day like rolling down to the village, and it was like restarting of the whole system, and I came back to Kiev and I was like yeah. But before this I was in the exact same situations as Dania, so now I'm for the last few days talking to Dania like, you should go to the mountains.
Yeah, that's true.
By yourself, please do it to yourself. And we have I see another question.
Yes, we have 2 more questions. So there is one more. What is your opinion on Russian propaganda trying to catch up the level of communication quality Ukraine has produced since the start of the war? From what I understand, did the Russian propaganda evolve and change?
As for myself, I'm trying not to watch Russian propaganda at all because it's so terrifying and disgusting for me. I'm physically ill of watching this. I'm watching like, what are you showing me? And I'm trying just to avoid this propaganda. And
yeah, but the level of the whole I don't know, lying, it's just impressive, because when you see the, I don't know, prime minister saying something in front of a lot of people and saying we're not killing civilians, Russian soldiers doing their best to save lives, and then you see a video when a soldier shoot just people walking around, and it's like blowing my mind. I just
it's
start
not like
to
the
feel
worst example of
propaganda. It's not the worst, because
we have stories about like war, drugs, and pigeons trained to kill Russian people and something like this, and you are just train pigeons to kill Russian people based on genetic code.
Yeah, it's like
really
completely bullshit.
Yeah, and this is bullshit on the like oral level, like 1984. So truth is lie, war is peace, kind of shit. So they actually called like decadence as negative growth on TV. It's like not the degradation, it's negative growth.
Yeah, they changing some words to change their meanings.
Totally anti-utopic oral shit.
Yeah, in Belarus, I read a news that in Belarus they prohibited Prohibited the books 1984.
They cancel
Like
the book
it's for real. You cannot buy this
to
book.
describe your reality, not some future nightmare. It's your like daily nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there is also, I wanted to add, there is also some more, I don't know, higher level of Russian propaganda, as you may seen this woman who came up with a poster on the Russian main channel in a prime time, and she was starting to tell peace to Ukraine or something. It's also part of Russian propaganda. They don't have live broadcasting from, I don't know, 20. Yeah. I don't know exactly the year, but you get the point. It's like another level to, I don't know, cancel some sanctions to make people think, oh, no, all of the Russian are the same. It's like more high level of lie, because if she do something like this, she end up in jail, I don't know, in days, because a girl who is an artist in, I don't know, in Moscow or St. Petersburg, she replaced labels with prices in a local store with losses of Russian army. It's like a artistic action, and he ended up in jail for 10 years. So it's impossible to do something there.
Yeah, we see a lot of Russian people who disagree flying out of the country. So yeah, this is quite massive and very strong what is happening. Yeah, it's hard to believe sometimes. And we have one more question. So we know that part of the office you're located in California. So the question is, do your teammates located in LA office also take part in creating war content? And are they aware fully of what is going on in Ukraine?
I guess they are fully aware of what is going on, and they participate in as much as they can. But in LA, you're spent more energy to like worrying about this stuff, because if you are closer to the epicenter, you are more idle, you're more chill.
Yeah, you just get used to this.
Yeah, I guess our people in California are in more stress than we are. As for our teammates in Europe, I guess our teammates that are in Europe for now, they are experiencing more stress than people in Kiev, I guess. Because when you are reading the news and everything, you are just, wow, it's a constant air raid and bombing. But in
your
Kiev,
imagination starts to
but
grow.
in Kiev, for now, we are not talking about in beginning of war, but for now it's quite safe in Kiev, and we are living pretty much normal life, except for a few air raids every few hours. Some people are living in metro still, some people are living in shelters still, but some people are sitting on the street with Aperol and drinking it while you're here like no, it's a choice.
Thank you guys so very much. I see that we are already a little bit out of time. I would just like to thank you once again, Danya, Andrei, for the amazing work, for the amazing webinar, and for the sincerity, which you have carried through the whole webinar. So thank you very much for this. I would also to thank, of course, everyone who joined the webinar on this vital, in all senses, topic. Yeah, thank you very much. We hope to see you next time on our next webinar. We hope you join, guys, from a peaceful Ukraine. Stay safe, and thank you very much for this great presentation today.
Thank you for inviting us. Yeah, bye-bye. Have a nice
Thanks, guys, and Slava Ukraini.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.